Do you feel like you're just drowning in a sea of other makeup artists and you just can't get clients to even inquire with you? In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to stand out in that sea of makeup artists, how to attract your ideal client, because not all clients are going to be the right fit for you, just like you're not going to be the right fit for all clients. In this video, I'm going to teach you the importance of having a signature look, collaborating, and really learning how to attract your ideal client and how to understand who your ideal client is. By learning these things, you're going to have clients not only start inquiring with you, but begging you to be their makeup artist. Hi, I'm Lauren D'Amelio Ventry. If you're new here, I've been a makeup artist for over 16 years, which is half of my life. I went to cosmetology school. I have seen it all. I have worked from the lowest of low to the highest of high. I have worked for free. I have worked with extremely high-paying clients. And I want to tell you how to really start getting your ideal client, because a lot of the times we are not working with clients that we love, especially when we're starting, because we're just grabbing whoever will inquire with us. I also want to let you know, for this video, I have a free download. So you could click the button right here or the link below, or go to theartofinhancement.com/08. In this free download, you'll receive my personal collaboration scripts that will help you get people to want to collaborate with you. Collaborations are so important, and I'm going to discuss them in the video in just a little bit. I put out weekly videos like this, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like and follow for more. Let's dive into how to get more clients. But first and foremost, you need to start figuring out who your ideal client is. Because again, not every client is going to work for you, and you're not going to work for every client. It's super important to know your niche from the beginning, to start separating yourself from that sea of other artists. So how do we do that? We create a signature look. It's your own favorite qualities of maybe other artists that you really look up to. This is going to start creating your own personal signature look, because if you're just creating the exact same look as other artists from around you, you're always going to be second best. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Even if you perfect it, people are still going to want to go to that person who originated that look. So creating signature looks, or a signature look, is super important. And again, you can find your favorite artist from around the world, or whoever you look up to, and maybe you love the way that Makeup by Mario does skin, and you love the way that Ash Clome does lips. Pull things from different artists and make it your own personal signature look that's different from the people around you. You want to stand out. Maybe there's people that do really heavy makeup around you that are really popular, but you don't really love doing that full super heavy glam look. Don't replicate what they're doing just to try to fit in. People will want you for the look that you're giving. So perfect the look that you want to create, because if you start replicating a super heavy full glam look because you know that artist is booked and busy, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing every day. You're not going to love the outcome of each client that you're doing, because it's not you. I cannot explain how important it is to be true to yourself and have a signature look all your own. I used to teach at a makeup school. I tell this a lot to my personal students. When I used to teach at a makeup school, I had one girl in class that, had more of a goth style, shaved brows, jet black hair, super fair skin tone, and all the other girls in the class were very glam, very more like mainstream glam. And she slowly, throughout the semester, started doing things the same way as them. And that wasn't her look, that was not her niche, that was not her style. And I had to pull her aside halfway through the semester and be like, hey, stop. Stop doing that, because you're the one who's going to succeed out of everyone because of your style, because of your own niche. And there is a certain client for every person. So remember that. And once I kind of drilled that into her head, it took a few times of talking to her about, stay true to yourself. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to blend in. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Do what you love to do. She, since then, has been featured on the Sci-Fi Network. She actually became a teacher and educator at the school once I left. She continued on to do huge things. So remembering to stay true to yourself is going to be the biggest thing that I need to explain to you, and I really want to drill that in your head as well. So write down what what your favorite things are in makeup. What do you like? Do you like a really defined winged liner? Do you like a smoked out liner? Do you like no liner at all? Do you like a really lashy look, a soft lash look? Do you like the barely there makeup? Do you like the full glam makeup? Write down every detail of what you personally like and what your style is going to be. And it might take some time to figure out your style. You might have to work on a few people. A really great recommendation is working in retail, especially for new artists, because you're gonna get your hands on so many different walks of life. You're going to get your hands on all different people liking all different styles, and you're gonna start learning what you enjoy doing and what type of client you click with. So that's actually when I was young, I worked in salons, I worked in retail at MAC, and I got my hands on so many different people. And that's really how I started learning what I enjoy doing. And then that's when you could go off on your own. And now you have a portfolio of people and you can understand, skin types and skin tones and texture and know how to work on all genders and all walks of life. It's just so important to figure out what you genuinely like to do. Don't just go mainstream. That is so important. Once you come up with your signature look, you want to start getting it out there. You want to start working on clients or models, or maybe you don't have anyone wanting to pay you yet. Ask your sister or your brother or your cousin or your friend. Even if you need to work on your girlfriend or husband, work on anyone that will allow you to do makeup on them. I know that might sound crazy to some of you, but get your hands on as many people as you possibly can. I highly recommend grabbing people that, fit that certain niche that you want to be in, that you think would be a great model for you. Those are going to be your best pictures. So get a model, work on them, create your signature look. If you have to do it a few times, that's okay, but get pictures of that look. Start posting, start getting it on social media, put it on your website, get that look out there. Once you have your signature look, collaborations are going to be major on getting exposure as a makeup artist. So what I mean by collaborations is reaching out to other people in your area that are in the same industry. Let's just use bridal industry for example. So maybe you'll reach out to a hairstylist who already is very well known in your industry or is pretty well known in your industry that is willing to possibly collaborate. Maybe reach out to a bridal dress boutique in your area that maybe will let you come in and use the space for the photo shoot and advertise some of the dresses. Maybe you're gonna reach out to photographers or videographers. Sometimes they will want to get paid for the shoot, but you could always try to do a collaboration with them as well. If you can't get a photographer or videographer, you can take the pictures yourself. Just make sure you're using the right lighting, which I have another video that go look, using getting videos and photos are very important. Getting both still and moving content is really going to be great for your social media platform. Getting processed videos and photos are very important. Collaborations, once you reach out to these people that you want to collaborate with, and reach out to multiple, don't just reach out to one hairstylist. You can DM or email them. Very important to start creating a relationship with them online so that they start getting to know you if they don't know you in person. If you know people in person, that's even better, because then you could talk to them and try to collaborate with them and try to set up a collaboration while talking to them in person. That's going to make them want to do it. But if you follow these hairstylists in your area that already have a following or already have a great clientele that you want to work with. Again, it needs to fit your niche. It needs to fit your style. If you're doing a softer glam, signature look, and then the hairstylists do these really big stylized hairstyles, you're not going to mesh well. So find someone that meshes with your style, that is going to bring your vision to life. And you're going to follow them. You're going to like their content. You're going to comment under their content. You're going to start building a friendship. Then you're going to start maybe reaching out, DMing, emailing, giving them this script that I'm going to hand you. And you're just going to tweak it. You're going to make it your own. And you're going to fill in the blank. And you're going to say, I'm going to use one of my close friends, Sonata, who I work with a lot. She's a hairstylist based out of New York. Very amazing. If you don't know about her, you should. Hey, Sonata. I'm Lauren D'Amelio. I am a makeup artist in the industry. And, I really love your work. I think our styles would mesh really well together. The slow season's coming up, and I would love to know if you would be open to doing a collaboration shoot with me. You also can include I will find the model and I will find the location. And this will also help compel them to make it easy. Hey, just show up, do a hairstyle, we'll get great content, and we could both post it. Once you get the hairstylist, once you get the maybe bridal dresses, if you can't get a bridal dress boutique around you that's willing to collaborate, order a white robe on Amazon and simply simply just throw it on your model. It makes them look like a real bride, and you can work with that client or work with that model and that hairstylist even out of your home. You don't even need an actual place to go to. You could do it at your home, or if you want to rent out a space like a photo studio and do it there, that's always a great option as well. I know it's a lot of information, but all of these tips and tricks are really going to help you get people to want to collaborate with you. And I'm going to explain the importance of this in a minute, but let me get through how to do it first. So again, you're going to want to try to even reach out to people who do the headpieces. Over here in New York, a very popular one is going to be Bridal Styles Boutique. If people aren't willing to collab, then you could, again, order something off of Amazon. Get these things so that you can start doing stylized shoots and not having to depend. But the more people that you have collaborating on a shoot, if you have a hairstylist, if you have a bridal dress or bridal robe designer or boutique willing to collaborate, if you find photographers willing to collaborate, if you find headpiece people that are willing to collaborate, if you find flower walls or decor people that are willing to collaborate, the more people that you have collaborating on that shoot, the more people are going to be posting about that shoot, right? And the more people are going to be tagging you in their social media posts, directing their clients, their following, to your page. Now, how does that benefit you? Those are potential clients. Those are people, yes, they might follow you, but then they're going to possibly inquire because they loved what you did on that model. And that is your opportunity to start getting clients that want the look that you made in this collaboration shoot. When you just have clients that are hiring you, a lot of the times you have to do the look that they're showing you. And that is not always going to be your work. It's not always going to be your ideal client or your signature look. But once you really get your signature look out there and start posting it as much as possible, people will come to you for that look and will only want to use you because you're putting out a look that they are obsessed with. And these are going to be the clients that you love and that love you and that are willing to pay a premium price, like we also talked about in another one of my YouTube videos that I already have up. So after this video, if you need to figure out how to create a premium price, because that's important, right? Once you start getting these inquiries, once you start having people wanting to book you, you need to know how to price yourself sufficiently, or else you could actually be losing money on these clients. So watch that video. Very, very important to know how to price yourself properly. So now that we've went over, figuring out your niche, your signature look, your ideal client, figuring out how to set up collaborations. So once you get people to agree to collaborating with you, you want to send out a few emails like, hey, these are all the vendors for our shoot. I'm so excited to have on, Sonata and Bridal Styles Boutique and Bridal Reflections. And I'm so happy to have you all here. I can't wait to do this collaboration shoot Monday, June 27th, X location at this time. And you want to create a timeline. So again, if you're putting this collaboration together, you need to have all of this set up as well. It's not as hard as it may sound. I know that I'm throwing so much at you, but once you have this down, it really is just like a well-oiled machine, but you want it to go smoothly. If you're getting these great vendors to collaborate with you, you don't want it to be a shit show. So you're gonna send out those emails. You're gonna send out a timeline of exactly what's gonna happen that day. At the top of the timeline, it's going to have the shoot location. Then it's going to have arrival of hair and makeup and model, arrival of them, and then start time of hair, start time of makeup. Maybe you put a lunch in there so that that's when everyone else shows up. Maybe if someone's setting up a set, if everyone wants to be there all at the same time, that's totally fine. Throw a lunch in there because you want to feed your models. You want to make sure everyone's eating, and then have start of shoot. So that means that's when you're gonna start. You're gonna have them in their robe or their dress, whatever works for that shoot, and then start taking pictures, start taking videos. Make sure you have that timeline with an expected end time as well, so that people know this is the start of the shoot and this is the end of the shoot, so that no one is trying to run out early or doesn't have time to stay. It's very important for your model to know. If you can't find a good model, you could ask the other vendors, hey, if you have a model that you think would be good for this shoot, let's do it. Also ask the other vendors to start making mood boards, and you should start by sending out your mood board. Hey, this is my mood board for makeup. If you guys have mood boards for anything else in the shoot, please let me know and send them over into this email so that we could all be on the same page. Mood boards are really important for collaboration shoots. I can tell you almost every good collaboration that I've done has always had mood boards part of it. So having mood boards, again, with just pictures of maybe makeup styles that you love or hairstyles that you love or dresses that you know are at this boutique, getting all of those things together and in like the top of the mind prior to the shoot is going to make the shoot day go a lot smoother, and there's not going to be conflicting views and ideas. So now once you have your signature look with your ideal client, now you have your collaboration shoot. You also want to make sure that once the shoot's done, that everyone knows how to properly tag each vendor. This is essential to doing a collaboration shoot. You want to make sure that every vendor's Instagram or TikTok or whatever social platform is listed on there so that everyone is tagging everyone. This is how this works. This is how you will get more clients. This is how you will get more followers. This is how you'll get more traffic to your page, more views. The more views, the more traffic, the more clients that you will get. Very, very, very important. I know sometimes it's hard to put all this effort into something that you're not getting paid for, right? Like a collaboration shoot. Normally all of that effort reaching out to everyone, putting the shoot together, doing the actual work, maybe even coming out of pocket to pay a model or a photographer or any other vendor that you really want to be a part of that shoot. It kind of sucks, right? Like to have to come out of pocket or do something for free. But some of the best things in my career have came from doing things for free. Nothing's free in this world, right? That is going to lead you to more clients. I got in with the Housewives when I was literally 18 years old because I was doing makeup for a runway show, and one of the housewives was in the audience. It was a fundraiser, so I was donating my time and talent to doing makeup on the models, and one of the housewives was in the audience and saw the makeup that I did on these girls for free, and she came up to me after the runway show and was like, I loved everyone's makeup. You did a phenomenal job. I would love for you to do my makeup. If I did not do 10 models for free that day and I said, I'm not doing this, I don't work for free, especially early in your career, I wouldn't have had that first housewife that led to multiple other housewives, that led to my team doing majority of the New Jersey housewives. So it's so important to not always have a huge ego also, especially when you're first starting or especially when you're trying to get your ideal clients. I still do things for free. I still get reached out to by brands to do collaboration shoots. And you know what? If I think this is great and it will benefit all of us together, I will 100% do it. And I think right now too many people are too money hungry and don't realize that there is always a benefit that comes out of something, even if it's not paid for immediately. You will get paid 10 times over in the future. So now that you have your signature look, your ideal client, you've done the collaboration shoot, everyone's tagged, everyone's posted, and now you're getting this attention on your page. Continue to post even if you don't have other pictures of actual models that you've done. Start maybe doing makeup on yourself or start educating your following. Get them involved. You want to educate your following. I think that's so important. Teach them like, oh, this is my favorite mascara. I get it here. Have a link to that mascara. Or, you know, this is my favorite brush to use, and have little like tutorial videos or, you know, my favorite product videos. Put things out there, show that you're working, show you the organization of your kit. Just show that you are active on social media, especially when you're trying to build your following and your clientele. You need to be super active. In that collaboration shoot, if you could have multiple models, even better, because that's multiple pieces of content that will be able to go out. Get videos, photos, process videos. Again, education's going to be one of your best things that you can be doing when putting things out there. Even when you're just posting that final look, maybe put the list of products that you put, because that keeps people on your page longer. And yes, you're giving away some things, but you're gaining more from it. You're gaining more clients, you're gaining more followers. That's going to gain you more money. So just remember, social media is really important, collaborating is really important, and staying true to yourself is really important. All of those things are going to help separate you from the other sea of artists around you. Again, then once you have people inquiring, you're going to want to know what your premium price is. Go check out that other video. You're going to want to know how to take photos of your clients, so you can check out my lighting video as well. Once you start getting clients and you're working on clients and you're going to weddings or you're going to shoots, be friendly. I think that's one of the biggest things that really helped catapult my career at an early age. Was I came in and I was energetic and I was smiling and I was happy and I was excited to meet people, and I never felt like I was the talent, right? I'm not the model in that shoot. I'm working on the model in that shoot, and I'm here to make everyone's lives easier. So if you come into a shoot or a wedding day with the best attitude and happy and excited to be there and friendly with the other vendors, you're going to leave the best impression on those other vendors and on those clients and on the friends of those clients or the bridesmaids and people who want you there for other things. So if you're nice and you're helping your other vendors, they're going to refer you to other clients, which is going to bring you more money in. If you come into that same set or that same bridal suite with crappy attitude and you're not nice to anyone and you're not talking to anyone, even if you are the best makeup artist on this planet, people will not want to work with you. They just will not want to work with you. If you show up late, if you're rude, you are not going to make it in this world. Maybe you're naturally shy. Put on an act. Figure out your stage name. Figure out who this person is that you're going to walk in as and hype yourself up, because they don't know who you are. They don't know that you're a shy person. They don't know maybe you're not super outgoing. You need to go in there and be not a different person, but be excited, be outgoing. Because if you aren't, you're not going to want to be worked with. No one's going to refer you. And those bridesmaids that you're working on and not speaking to are not going to ask you to do their wedding. Remembering to always be outgoing. All of these things that we've talked about will genuinely get you more business and make you more money. And I hope this helped. If you like this video, please go down, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe so that you don't miss my future videos, and make sure you follow me on social media, Lauren_D'Amelio. I can't wait to see if you guys do a collaboration shoot. Please tag me so that I can repost or even like it or comment and follow. I love to see my students grow. I love to see them learn. And if this helped you out at all, comment below, and I will see you next week with more videos. Bye, guys.